Gentlemen, welcome back to Modern Mining. Over the past 3 to 4 months, I've spent over $10,000 on smart nodes and mostly GPU mining. Today is our profit update for April. How much money have I made this month? When do I expect to make my money back? I'll do a full portfolio reveal, same as every other month. This channel is all about full transparency, showing you guys my journey along this crypto mining process, and hopefully it turns out for the good, but even if it doesn't, you guys will see the whole thing. So at the end, we'll go over the entire channel net worth to this date. Sneak peek, this was not a good month, again, similar to last month, but hey, let's go through the numbers and see what happened. Today's video is sponsored by Kryptex Mining Pools. Kryptex is always releasing new pools for different coins. Recently, they released the brand new Cedra pool. Not happy with your current rewards with your Cast Basic? Try out the new Cedra pool in Kryptex and see how it compares. I'm currently using the Kryptex Nexa pool on all my GPU rigs after finding it's more consistent and more profitable than other pools in my area. Don't forget to check out the Telegram alert bot, receive real-time alerts for payouts or when your rigs are having issues. I'll leave a link down below to get started. Thanks to Kryptex for sponsoring this video. So let's quickly go over the big updates from this month. What were the key changes to my farm and the market overall during this month? Well, the first one, and you guys know I have a very Neoxa heavy portfolio, was unfortunately Neoxa continued its journey down. So if we look at April 1st, that's about right here, and Neoxa took another leg down. But thankfully, it's been holding right around the 002 mark for a big portion this month. So hopefully it sticks at that level and eventually breaks out back again once the whole kind of market turns around. That was one of the negative things that happened this month. The other negative thing that happened this month was RXD and Lithium, both prominent GPU mineable coins, are no longer profitable mining with GPUs, and that's because of FPGA farms and ASICs coming to Lithium. So RXD got hit with a ton of FPGAs. You can see the hash rate on Viper Pool went from like 13 terahash to 200 terahash, so literally 20x the hash rate, and that's caused like GPU pools to go from the 6 terahash that it was, Wooly Pooly, is all the way down to 5 terahash. And you can see similar on the other GPU pools, K1 pool. Basically, people are taking their GPUs off of these coins because it's just no longer profitable. So that was a big impact to mining profitability, and we'll see that as we go through the numbers a little later in this video. You'll see that my monthly profit or my daily profit is very low right now. One of the other things that happened this month was Ironfish changed its algorithm to Fish Hash, which is a memory algorithm now, which enables a variety of dual mining that we didn't have last month. And for a while, it was offering very good profitability. My farm was making about $12 profit a day dual mining. Now, since everything's kind of down, it's still not great, but it does give us some more options for mining, and as GPU miners, when our coin supply is kind of dwindling, it's always good to have other options. So Ironfish made that algorithm change, and that also potentially boosts our future profits, and it helped a little bit in the beginning. Right now it's just so-so. And last but not least, for my farm, I turned off my workstation PC right here so that it is no longer mining. One, to save power. It was basically breaking even or going negative, considering it has, 10 case fans in it, the motherboard, the CPU, and only one GPU. That basically makes it that there's so much overhead power that that card is not profitable. So I did take that 3080, put it in my rigs downstairs, and brought a 2070 Super up here to use in my workstation, but it is no longer mining at this point. So let's get into the fun part. Let's take a look at my portfolio. I've got it up on the screen here. This is a little different format than how I've done it in the past, but I actually like the desktop view in CoinGecko better. So we can see our current portfolio value is worth $3,822. That's down about $120 from last month's update. Our portfolio in last month's update was $3,947. So like I said, we're down about $120. But let's take a look at the coin values, because we've made some pretty serious improvements to our overall portfolio strength and the amount of coins that we've actually acquired over this past month. One of the first things that you'll notice is that Neoxa is now only 53% of our current portfolio. That's down from 73% last month. And with Neoxa being such a small coin, it's ranked in the 1500s, having that as 73% of your portfolio is incredibly risky. Even risky when we're talking about crypto. I mean, that's just insanely risky. So what I've done this month is basically diversified as much as possible. The main way I did this was I sold my 70,000 Neoxa of node rewards and moved those into Bitcoin. So you'll notice that our Bitcoin percentage has gone up significantly as well. It's up to 22%. And in terms of dollar value, it's up to $841 worth of Bitcoin. And it was $257 a month ago. So basically we got 0.01 Bitcoin this month, which if Bitcoin ever makes it to 200,000, that's $2,000 right there. So that was big. We got a lot more Bitcoin. And then the next big thing we did this month is continued accumulating Alephium before all these Asics took over. So you'll see right here, we got to the 200 Alephium mark. I wanted a nice round number, makes it easy to calculate those gains. And Alephium is now worth 13% of our entire crypto portfolio. So that $200 of Alephium is only worth $476 right now. But Alephium is down just like the rest of the market is. If it goes back into that $4 range that it was a month or two ago, then that's $800 of Alephium. So especially on months like this, the dollar figure is not as important as the actual amount of coins that you have acquired. And it definitely looks like we're in a worse off position this month compared to last month, but we've made some very good gains on coins that we want to hold long term, like Bitcoin and Alephium, that have a lot of upwards potential over the next couple years. Another coin that we went big on this month is Nexa. We've accumulated 15.5 million Nexa, and that's only worth about $67 right now. But Nexa is at basically an all-time low in price. So when the market turns around, this sees a 5 or 10x, that's $500,000 worth of Nexa, all for 6 days of mining to get that 15 million. We also continue to stack Zilliqa. We're at about 4,400, up from about 2,700 last month. Those are the big coin changes this month. As far as my Neoxa node, it's only making about $2 a day right now, which is still not terrible. But like I mentioned, I had sold my node rewards for Bitcoin, and I'm going to continue to sell those node rewards in hopes to continue to drop the portion of my portfolio that's in Neoxa, maybe get it down to that 20% range. It certainly doesn't need to be above 30 to 50% range. That's just too high for such a small coin. So coins I'm looking at purchasing with my node rewards once I sell them, I was looking into getting a little bit of a Caspa bag because I don't have any Caspa right now. And there's a lot of talk of how Caspa could maybe make it to 75 cents, $1 this bull run. So I wanted to get a little bit of Caspa, but looking into Trade Ogre, the Caspa USDT pairing, the pricing is very weird. And maybe you guys can explain that to me, but it's basically a flat line, and I'm not sure if that means you can't even actually buy it on Trade Ogre or what that means, but I haven't made that jump yet. But I am looking to diversify a little bit into Caspa, but in the meantime, I'll probably just be switching my node rewards into Bitcoin every time I get a payment. So $2 a day in daily income, a little over $2. That means about $65 a month profit from the Neoxa node each month. And in terms of GPU mining, if we go to my full farm, it's going to be scary, guys. 26 GPUs. We'll take this $2 number, even though it's basically below that, for a monthly profit of about $60 over an entire month with 26 GPUs. So very poor profitability right now. But as I mentioned, we're switching into yield mining. We're just accumulating coins before this market turnaround. So combine those two profits together, we're looking at about $180 profit a month, which if our initial investment was $10,000, that still puts us many months to make back that $10,000. So I'm not even going to do a monthly ROI calculation, but that number can change up drastically even next month. So maybe next month, if it's looking a little better, I'll put in the actual calculation. One thing I wanted to mention is that even when profitability is this low, it doesn't bother me too much because I'm not selling any coins to cover power. I'm just paying power out of pocket. So I almost view even break-even mining as just DCAing into the crypto market. So if I'm spending $8 a day in power, and even if I'm making zero profit, it's still basically like I'm just taking $8 from my full-time job and investing $8 a day into crypto. So as long as it doesn't go negative, then everything is all good, and we're just going to continue DCAing into the market before these coins start to take off. So lastly, let's take a look at channel net worth. So obviously we've got $3,822 of crypto, and I'll pop up a screenshot of the value of all of my GPUs right now. 26 of them combined, the total value is about $6,800. So combine those together and the channel net worth is $10,600 right now, which is only $200 down from last month. And the whole market is down as a whole. So really, we held it together pretty well this month. So that just about wraps up this month's profitability update. I'm Jack from Modern Mining. If you're not already, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next month. Peace.